GM, it is officially Friday. It's officially Friday. Let's give a round of applause for Friday. Friday is one of my favorite days of the week. It's the start of the weekend. So you gotta love Fridays. I love Fridays. Man, NFTverse, the cats are getting popular, bro. The cats are getting popular. I see a couple cats in the room. Flossin.eth, 3402. I know a couple of us have the cats, so shout out to you and doing your thing with the cats, bro. But the market is the market, right? There's ups, there's downs. ETH up 50% over the last 3 weeks, which is huge. Definitely not getting a lot of attention. Because if it went down 50% over the course of 3 weeks, everybody will be crying and panicking and fudding and this, that, and the third. So pretty interesting to see it up 50% and nobody really even cares about it. But there's some interesting things going on in ENS itself. We'll get to it. This is an open forum discussion. This is a community space. If you want to speak on the space, feel free to request up. Feel free to come on stage. We would love to hear your thoughts. But with that being said, I'll go ahead and pass it over to Ron, and we'll go from there.
GM, everybody. Yeah, TGIF. I wonder if someone has that. I'm sure they do, huh? But weekend coming up. To me, one day is the same as another. But so sometimes I'm not even sure what day of the week it is. But it's ENS day. It's ENS summer. I know that. But love the cats. I was rocking my cat last night on the ENS Queens second call. Had a nice call yesterday. A lot of new people getting on and talking. That was cool to see and answering a lot of questions. Market's back a little bit. ENSpunks chastised me and I had to put the bull Ron back up, and the market did react positively, so I'll keep that, I guess, testing some different names. But it's we're back to the grind. Since we've been doing these shows, we've had 2 massive, insane FOMO pumps, and then it kind of starts to adjust and grind. But one thing is I'm noticing, and that is the fact that we're getting a lot more media attention, a lot more attention, because nothing else other than that pump yesterday, nothing else has happened in a while. So I think ENS is going to get some outsized amount of attention over this next market, which will probably go sideways for at least 6 months to 18 months. Who knows? But I think ENS is going to get some outsized attention, give us a good opportunity to build and to educate and to discuss and teach. So looking forward to today's discussion.
Definitely. The big thing here is that, I've been seeing a lot of more bigger news sources and mainstream media sources kind of talking about ENS here and there. There was a nice article posted earlier. So I think the masses are starting to realize this actually has real underlying utility and real underlying value, which, a couple of us knew this, not all of us. A couple of us are still trying to learn what ENS is, and that's why you're in this space right now. So you're in the right place at the right time. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Well, if you're on, this is your second in a lifetime opportunity. So, stay tuned. Master, the stage is yours, though, brother.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I always enjoy, same as Kev, I really enjoy the Friday session. It's a happy weekend session. And I've been looking back in the past 2 to 3 months. I think we all hang out together on daily basis, on daily basis, which was a great thing. I think I heard some questions a couple of days ago. Some young man asked, or he suggested we should have more like education. The project owner, the project, the boss, like Nick Johnson, should arrange some more about the customer service to educate the user. But the real answer, I think, is there is no customer service. Customer service is a very centralized Web 2 thing. If something is really good, it doesn't need customer service. There's only strong community behind it. Customer service is so service guy. Actually, you are paying them. They are, in most cases, decentralized. They are decentralized like exchanges or some projects that it is 100% profit. And most of the profit come from you. So yeah, I think in Web3 we should just avoid talking about anything about customer service, because you are actually paying their fees. And all the great projects, we don't need anything of the maybe a Q&A session, maybe Discord, maybe community, maybe space like this. Good thing doesn't need to sell very hard, and good thing doesn't need to explain. A lot of people DM me, and saying I have this domain, and he is used 2 paragraphs explaining why this domain is great. I mean, you guys know a good domain doesn't need any explanation, right? You look at it, you love it. Anything needs explanation. That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, as I always suggested to the ENS players, to the ones that has vision and passion to this game, that I encourage you guys, especially to the free freshmen, try to own few good names. Don't get too much. Don't register too much, because register looks cheap because you are just paying the registration fee for 5 digits, 4 digits, or 3 digits. But you might waste it in most cases. Even a small money is a waste, right? If you play the poker, people must tell you every chip is very valuable because it may double somewhere. So yeah, keep this in mind, and only the official team, like Nick Johnson, would appreciate you guys keep registering, because all those money go to ENS, fund those belts. But and in other parts, when you have more than 100 names, it is really difficult to manage, and you have a lot of names to renew on yearly basis, and that will really bring some pressure when the time comes, and you have nothing to do with it, but just by batch, give up one batch and another names, which is very brutal when it really happens. But imagine, what if you only have 10 names, but all the quality is like Boston, bingo, like American, like these. They will feel great, right? And the renewal fee is super friendly. You can 100% accept it. And selling 10 grail names is much, much easier than selling 100 shits. You have to admit that, right? So yeah, try to think it this way, and don't only register because it is cheaper. And if you are wasting the money 100%, what does it make sense? You are wasting a cheap money, or whatever, right? Just focus on the name's quality. See whether or not you like the name. I think we have a lot of ways to check on that. Kev shared one way that you can use Google to check the search result, the quantity. Maybe it means something. Also, I think whether or not the name is friendly to the majority of people. Maybe for foreigner like me, like Chinese, like other countries people that English is not the mother language, we have the better knowledge to tell whether this name is clean or not. Because for you guys, maybe some slang is very popular. For me, it's like a total new languages. So yeah, common is very important. Common will make this name very valuable. Think about that. Get less name. Try to make your quality, ratio higher than right now. And then you have the ticket to wait and be patient, and then you will be the diamond hand. And in case you only own like 100 shit names, and you say you are diamond hand, you are not diamond hand. You are stupid, right? You're holding shits forever, and you will not get sold anyway. So you must have something good, and keep people keep bidding, and you don't give a shit on it, and you just wait for 3-4 years when all the good ones are selling the .com price. Then our time just came. So yeah, I think it's just some other experience and that share to you, because there is a business in the web 2, in the .com, those TLD domains. That business name is job catch. Why is there a super huge business and market of job catch? Because there are too many domains that register never get sold, so that they have to let go. And that market is huge, which means there are all the losers registering the name and eventually have to give it up. So yeah, there was just the live cases, and that was just by yesterday. So we try to learn the lesson from others. Don't duplicate that mistake. Try to focus on quality, And people may ask, what if I don't have quality names? Then be patient enough to see some paper hand coming, and focus on the daily transaction, daily trade of these, we say, underestimated domain selling, and keep bidding on such kind of the previous owner, and you may get something. You'd rather do this than, because I want the ENS so much that I have to participate in some game, so I have to randomly using shotgun to shot some of the the registration. That doesn't make sense. Even slow, but quality is more important. That's all I'm going to share with you guys. Yeah, I think it's a great session. I'm glad I've been here 2-3 months, and I enjoy the Friday session the most, as Kev does. So yeah, I guess after ENS, there will be more interesting things that related to ENS that we will bring to this great space, and bring to the whole audience or our families. Maybe red letter, something related to the soulbound token. Maybe some other projects. Maybe some of my mind, and some the latest thoughts I'm going to share with you guys. So thank you so much. I wish you guys have a great weekend. And Kev, go ahead.
Yeah, first off, thank you, Master, for being consistent and always coming prepared with a presentation, or ready to drop alpha for the community. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I'm speaking for the whole community. We greatly appreciate you. The big thing here, though, is it's so easy to fall into this addiction of registering a whole bunch of domain names, because it's truly an addiction. Once you hit once, you find one, it's a dopamine hit. You're like, oh, it's still available, and you just keep on registering and registering and registering and registering and registering, and you fall down this rabbit hole of thinking that you're investing, right? Because you're paying the gas fee, you're paying the registration fee, and you're like, and before you know it, you just ran through one whole ETH, registering all these domain names that probably, guys, truth be told, it probably will not sell. And I'm serious, like, it probably won't sell. A lot of my names probably won't sell. A lot of your names probably won't sell. But that's the reality situation. So just be cautious, just be mindful, just be aware when you're registering these things and you're going down this loophole of this addiction, right? Because I had the addiction as well until I just completely stopped registering domain names, and say to yourself, who is the end buyer of this? Who's going to buy this from me? That's thing number one. You should always ask yourself before you register the domain. Is somebody willing to buy this from me within the next month or 3 months or whatever that is? Just keep that in mind, though, because I see a lot of people. Well, I'm not a lot of people personally, but I see the registration bot go off at all times of night and day and nonstop. So just keep that in mind. But we'll keep the show moving, man. We'll pass the stage to the NFT verse. The stage is yours, brother.
Hey, GM, everybody. Hope everybody can hear me this morning a little bit more clear. Internet is back up and everything. Good morning to the community. Good morning to the speakers on the panel, the co-hosts, and of course the host, Kev. Yeah, Master always touches on some very key points. Like Kev said, always keeping it real, and always kind of, giving those nuggets of information, especially with the new people that constantly start to flow into these spaces. It's important to continue to be repetitive sometimes in the communications that we put across in these forums. But on the note that number one, it's Friday. I'm excited about Friday too. We got the Friday night happy hour tonight. This will be our third, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's our third one. We do it every Friday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think I saw Master in there last time, if I'm not mistaken. Master, feel free to drop in when you have a chance, man. We'll love to hear the little kitty cat in the background. That'll actually maybe, so when people start buzzing, they start laughing at everything. So you never know. But we would love to have you if you can drop in. Yeah, and then the ENS cats, man. Thank you guys, man. Thank you everybody out there who loves the cats. Again, I'll say this again. I believe in the cats because I believe that they're historic. I believe in the cats also because I drew that with my own hands. So that makes it close to me. So it's a passion for me. So with you guys having it on your PFP as your PFPs and everything like that, that's awesome. I like that. Thank you to the community for seeing it, right, and also kind of just understanding the place in history that it will have. So I look forward to the discussion today. There's a lot going on, of course, as always. Please tonight, don't forget, bring some of those funny ENS registration names that you've run across. I think it's funny to me to see some of them. I like it. I mean, I can scroll through that thing and get a laugh, so or some of the ones that are being minted. And like Kev said, we know for a fact that we are not going to sell every single name in our bag. Every single ENS domain will not get sold. That's the reality of it, right? But you will be able to have some good ones in there that will sell to somebody who's going to have some type of connection with that particular name. And then, of course, you'll have your long-term holds that you hopefully will build upon when that name wrapper comes around. And think about this: the name wrapper is just the first stage of that true e-commerce window that's going to open for ENS domains. The one thing that I love about this project is that the utility keeps getting better. The utility keeps building. So I don't have to wait for the devs and say, "Oh my God, there's a roadmap," and the devs, we're already past that date for the particular roadmap. I don't know what's going to happen, and everybody's going crazy, and the coins are being, siphoned somehow. You don't have to worry about all that stuff with ENS domains. You engage with the community, you engage with the DAO, and you're right sitting next to the builders. That's the key in a community like this. You sit right next to the builders. If you got a question for them, ask them. And they'll tell you what's going on. If you got a question about the DAO and what's being built and what the future has in store for us, go engage in the DAO. Go to the ENS DAO forum and look. Everything's right there for you to see what's going on. You got to be able to do that. And to all the new people out there, take a look at the DAO, the ENS DAO, when you get a chance. Go look at all the different proposals that are out there. Man, it's some interesting stuff going on. If that doesn't make you bullish about the protocol and about what you're getting involved in, man, you just might be blind. You can't see it. You might not be able to see it right now. You might not have the foresight. But trust me, when that thing starts coming like a runaway freight train, man, it's going to be something special. I look forward to the discussion today, Kev. Thanks for hosting again, man.
Yes, sir. And if you guys aren't already following the NFT verse, man, give him a follow. Tune in tonight. Hey, NFT verse, what time is happy hour tonight?
It's 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys heard it. Give him a follow. I will be in attendance for sure. The most important thing here about the happy hour is bring a drink with you. If you drink beer, wine, whatever it is that you drink, bring it with you. If you smoke, whatever it is that you smoke, a cigarette, a cigar, some weed, bring that with you too. We on good vibes tonight. 9:00, 9:30 p.m. It's probably the time I'll be there. But we'll keep the show moving a little bit forward. We have Dr. F, Flossin, and Rid, and I can't even say your name, but this is Dr. F. Go ahead, bro. Your mic is already off. You want to speak? The stage is yours, man.
I don't know what's going on, but a lot of people are laughing. Yeah. Yeah. I only heard because I was taking a shower. I'm every time double action. Yeah. I only heard we have to stop minting maybe, or hashtag we have to think about minting much more longer than before. Yeah. So you're more than absolutely right, because I was telling you, that I have to stop minting too, because right about now you did a lot of brainstorm, you did a lot of research, and every day there will be a new diamond. Or if you are really happy that you are like a gold digger, go for the nuggets. But to be honest, think about it before you register. Like, who is the customer? And then go in your brainstorming to the customer position and think about it. How many money I would pay for a German flag, an Arabian flag, and then 761. It's like, man, it's maybe a shady birthday gift, or I don't know, but then that's it. So the value will be not more than $10. So I won't register, because to be honest, a lot of super smart guys did a lot of hardcore brainstorming and research. So I don't think that there is any big stuff out there who will be valuable for more than 1 month. It's like, of course, there are a lot of hype times. It's like you have to think a little bit in our ENS community, like with the whole NFT world. The one hype is there, and then all these people are going to the next hype. And if you are too late, like jumping on when all the people are talking about it, then you are maybe too late. So you will lose a lot of money if you're not in the first step. And to be honest, if you're new to, only 30 seconds, if you're new to NFT, if you're new to Twitter Spaces or the blockchain, maybe, or if you don't know right now what is a MetaMask, it's no problem, but you have to take secure about your own pockets, because you can give me $10,000, and if I am acting or behaving like an asshole to myself, then man, I need $10,000 tomorrow again, and this won't stop. So take care of what you want to mint, make your own brainstorming, maybe the last time, because to be honest, at this weekend, I don't think that there's some big stuff out of there, because a lot of good people was minting a lot of stuff. So maybe my super last alpha will be go to the influencers and make mafia games with them. But don't go to them when you mint their domain, please. My last stuff, really, 10 seconds. If not, kick me out. Don't register an influencer name and then write them like, man, do you want to buy it here? This is no, man. There are 1,000 people every day who are contacting big influencers. They don't want to recognize you. Only imagine they have a big paid manager, like $1 million per year. And if they recognize in future the blockchain, and if they recognize that they can get a lot of more money by their own name on the Ethereum blockchain, not paying only friends 30% of all their income, man, the manager will find you, the manager will contact you. And if you want to make business, let the customer contact you, because then you can make the big deal. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. F, for the alpha. You are indeed an interesting character, my friend. The stage is always yours, brother. Thank you for that alpha. We'll keep it moving. We'll keep it moving. Hey, Flossin, was that a real picture of yourself that you had as your PFP yesterday, or what? It's interesting that you changed the PFP right before the Queen space, and now you changed it back to the
Man, you're copying me.
Same question, because dude, if so, you sound so much uglier than you really are. So I want the truth as well.
I'm just gonna plead the fifth, if that's all right. If that actually works in the meta. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I wasn't.
Did you play games with them? Did you play games with them like me last time? Man, you are my brother, man.
Hey, I was just trying to get that ring back. That ring was not cheap, okay? I've already been burned once by an ex taking her to Paris.
Let us know.
So I didn't want to get burned again.
Let us know, bro. It's yes or no question. Was that you, or were you catfishing?
Yeah, that's me. I'm gonna be rocking. No, I'm not catfishing. People actually know me. But Yeah, just watch what I pull up in tonight for the happy hour. That's a little tease. All right, y'all better pull up.
Now the ladies were tweeting about you, bro. So I don't know, man. I would have kept the picture. But matter of fact, since we're on you already, man, let's go ahead and get to the weather report, bro.
You already know what I had to play. I had to play that Wasted by Lil Wayne because we know what time it is. Like nftverse said earlier, we're going to pull up for that happy hour at 9 p.m. Eastern. Every one of y'all better be here. I've already taken a screenshot. I know who's in this chat. I'm gonna find you guys. Don't let me come in looking for you guys. But Kev, like I was mentioned earlier, though, it's not looking good in ENS. I actually just made a tweet. I predict ENS summer is over. But yes, I really mean that, by the way. I think ENS summer is over. And when I say over, maybe a 6-week little just grind churn. Because let's be honest, a lot of people just wasted the little liquid they had left chasing those flags. Yeah, I don't see the flags pumping anymore. RIP to everyone who chased that. Wasn't me. Dr. F. Oh, my God. Anyways, but yeah, let's check the floor.
Man, you're laughing about me or what? You were thinking
I would never laugh at you, Dr. F. I would never. Just myself, okay?
Go ahead, bro.
Okay. 999 Club. Let's start with 999 Club. The floor just keeps dipping. We're below a 22 ETH floor now, as well as the 10K Club. Actually, 10K Club's looking all right. It's bounced a little bit. We're almost back to a 1.6 floor. And then as well as the 999 Arabic Club, sitting at around about a 2 ETH floor. I'm not even going to mention the 10K Arabic Club. That is just so depressing every time I look at that. But the 24-hour volume for the 999 Club is sitting at 20 ETH. The 10K Club is sitting at 82 ETH volume the last 24 hours. And then the 999 Arabic Club is sitting at just just not too good, 11.5 ETH volume the last 24 hours. Kev, I will say we're doing all right with ETH. We are down a little less than 0.5% now. We are rebounded today. We're at about 1,230 USD. Just a little highlights of what I've noticed the past week. We top sales were 000, sold for 300 ETH. A 3-digit Arabic, I do not know what it is, sold for 100. Games.eth sold for 80.
That was 000 in Arabic as well.
Ah, nice. You can read Arabic. You see, remember, I struggle reading English, let alone other languages. So thank you, Kev. I will start relying on you to translate for me. And then also, we have Elon Musk has a top bid of 100 now. So there's a little bidding war going on there. And just I saw a fun little stat by Unusual Whales earlier today. The percent change in cryptocurrency value since deal announcements for some of the top athletes. Aaron Rodgers, Bitcoin is down since he announced his deal to be paid in Bitcoin, is down almost 67%. Odell Beckham Jr., Bitcoin's down about 64%. And Saquon Barkley, since he announced it, is down almost 40%. And Kev, I'll just go ahead and toss it back to you. Those are a few little highlights I wanted to recap for the week. And I'm ready for tonight, for the happy hour. I'm going to pull up a little bit late as usual because, I never just show up to the club when the club first opens. We know why. I'll just keep that for a later announcement.
Hey, by the way, guys, this is the ENS morning show. None of what he said is financial advice. Take it with a grain of salt. But thank you for the report, brother. We'll keep the show going on and moving. An interesting character on stage to me right now. I'm sorry, I have 4 people with their hand up, but I'm inclined to go to 𝗠cie. 𝗠cie What's up, bro? He just skipped you guys, but it's okay. I'll get to y'all.
Who is 𝗠cie?
𝗠cie.
Man, sorry, because so Moish Media.
I think he's ready for the intro music, Kev.
Because, man, I cannot speak about it, I think, because 𝗠cie in Germany, man.
All right, he just lost his opportunity. We'll keep it moving with the next speaker, and I think I want to say that's 069. The stage is yours.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Assalamu alaikum. Like to hear that little recap with the numbers from Flossin. Appreciate that outlook. I pinned up an article I've been writing for 1:37 p.m. and I had the Arabic article in early May, if you remember, talking about the Arabic ENS. And so I've been watching 3-digit, 4-digit for a couple months now, and it's been pretty extraordinary, actually, like all the volume that's been happening. I just wanted to follow up on what Flossin was talking about with ENS Summer. And I think, obviously lower volumes indicate that there's a slowdown, but ETH is pumping. Now, we saw this bottom above $1,000 for ETH, and now that it's coming up, this always happens with collections. Volume slows down, floor drops when ETH is coming up. So we've seen that for over a year. So I'm not really surprised by that indicator, but definitely encourage y'all to check out the pinned article, because I think there's a lot more adoption to come with ENS. There's a lot more use case to come when subdomains come. I think it's going to be pretty intriguing. So something to watch. The registrations you're seeing from big companies is clear. They're diving in. So I think it's hard to call it. I wouldn't say the ENS summer's over, but tonight at 6:30, I'll be on with 𝗠cie, and we will be talking about ENS. We'll be talking about photography NFTs and some recap from some of the trips I took this year at VCon NFT NYC. So appreciate the time. Appreciate you having me on stage.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming on, brother. We'll go over to the lovely 3402. How was the Queen space last night?
GM. Well, thanks for having me on, and great to see all of our speakers and listeners. I wanted to thank everyone who was able to make our Queen space last night. We had a lot of new queens that were able to join, which was awesome, and tell their story. We also unveiled our logo, which Miss Marvel did an amazing job on. But yeah, it was my first time hosting, and Kev, my man, you make it look so easy. It's not as easy as Kev makes it look, guys. Kev, you tricked me. But it was a lot of fun.
I think you did a great job while I was there listening in.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I saw you and Ron and a lot of you guys. Ron, I think, was there the whole 3 hours. I don't know how he put up with us for 3 hours, but he did. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We're hoping to do it weekly. So I'm glad people were able to attend and enjoyed it. But I also saw this morning 𝗠cie.eth sold for 6.9 ETH. So those 3 letters are continuing to bring in some big sales. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the discussion today, and of course to happy hour tonight. So I'll have some funny ones prepared for our night discussion.
Hey,
Thanks.
3402. I just want to say, if I could, I would fire Kev and hire you to be the host.
No. I cannot fill those shoes. I did it. I don't know if I'll be doing it again, actually. My queens, Thread Girl Sadaf, unexpectedly didn't make it till the end. So that kind of threw me off. But yeah, it went pretty well. But I am no Kev. Kev just really holds it down Monday through Friday.
Whoa. Let's not downplay yourself. You did a phenomenal job hosting the spaces, and if the community votes for you to replace me on the morning shows, then that is fine by me. No hard feelings with that one. But we'll keep it moving over to 448. The stage is yours, brother.
Hey guys. So I wanted to touch on the subject someone mentioned about buying personal names, influencer names, celebrity names, and then shilling. Yeah, I don't think that's the best idea because they could quite easily file ACPA claim, because for brands to file sue you, they need to have this class 35 trademark, or you need to be actively infringing on them, like selling fake iPhones through Apple.eth. But for personals, for individuals, it's real easy if they can just show that it's their name, and they are the true owners, and you don't have this name. So it's easy for them. Of course, they can't take the domain from you with the force, but if you are doxxed, for example, Franklin bidding on Elon Musk, I think he's doxxed, if I'm not mistaken. And for example, Elon could sue him, so he could get in trouble if he gets the name and tries to sell him. So yeah, but about the ENS summer, we had this really big spike in ENS domain registrations with flags, and everything. We had massive volumes, and that was the same thing that happened before the previous this spike up and then slow down. So I wrote in the 999 chat that I probably see 999 going to like 20 ETH and 4 digits to 1, maybe not so bad. But I think that's normal with these because we had such volume, and the problem was that people were minting these flags not for themselves, not for identity, which is cool, but just to resell them, registering these 3 digits and 4 character domains for month. There's a lot of liquidity involved. Now the ETH is pumping, so people are focusing a bit more on crypto. I also opened a few trades, so that's completely normal. But there's a lot of people sitting on the sidelines. The stablecoin ratio is so high. If the bull market returns or there's some action, there's a lot of liquidity out there, and people have noticed ENS. There are a lot of big news articles about it. So I wouldn't call that ENS summer is ending. Maybe it's ending because we have ENS winter and ENS everything coming. I think we are nowhere near the stop. So I'm optimistic.
Yeah, I agree with you, 448. We just had an all-time record high week. We had the largest domain sales ever in ENS just last week at 300 ETH sale. We had 100 ETH sale. We had a 50 plus ETH sale. We had some really, really major ENS sales, and I think it's only healthy that the market is kind of taking a little retracement and a pullback as ETH is kind of getting its shine, right? So I think we're not going anywhere. I think this is like I always say, this is a generational play. ENS is going to be here for the next 50 years. So we have nothing to worry about. We're going to go through the ups, the downs, and the turbulence and all that BS. But if you have conviction, like my boy 0095 says, then you'll be just all right. We'll go over to 6918. The stage is yours, bro.
Hey, what's up, ENS community? It's 6918, aka NFT 1000. I agree with 5159. I think ENS summer is still here. It's heating up. ENS is so different. You need to realize that compared to any other thing out there in the market, this has been something that's going to have its own as far as go to the moon. Everybody's trying to get as much as they can, mint all these numbers. I'm really, really bullish on these 10Ks as well as the 999 Club. I mean, we were able to get these, 10K Club, just the regular 4 digits, $200 for a year. Everything started popping, 2 months later, right before 4th of July, Arabic 999 Clubs just went up to the moon. And, it's like one of those things that, first of all, congratulations, who bought one of mine. It was like 760 in Arabic. It was great. I bought it for 150, so 5 racks. Made a pretty big profit, and then it went its all-time high on every category, even Chinese. You saw the Chinese; they went up over 2. So it was like, thank you to whomever bought some of my 4, digits Chinese. Everything goes up and down, hit its all-time high. We bounced down a little bit lower. The good news is right now they're cheap. I'm talking, you can get a 4-digit Arabic number right now, probably looking around $30-$50, maybe even cheaper. But the good news is it's here. If you're not a part of this 10K club in any country, time to get in, especially these Arabic ones for sure. You got to see how the 4 digits, how they ran, and look at, the 999 club for Arabic. Look at the 10K club. You got you put a little bit of money, get a couple of these numbers. Awesome. If you can get 50 4 digits Arabics, you got about 0.5% of the market. So right now is a good time to catch. I don't think it's gonna go down any lower. I mean, it could a little bit, but it's only gonna go back up. And now's a good time to start sweeping floors, because I'm sweeping floors. If y'all want to sweep floors with me, let's get these digits back in the game. I know them flags kind of made a little bit of a hit, a little bit of a noise. I don't really see that big of a utility or use case in them. But with these 4 digits, whether you're in 10K Club, 999 Club Chinese, 999 Club Bangladesh, Thailand, it's here, especially the 40s. But right now, I'm super bullish on the 40s Arabic. I know there's going to be a lot of Middle Eastern holidays coming up right now. A lot of people want to flex. Y'all want to flex with me? Follow me, 6918.eth. I'm excited for you. Congratulations to each and every one of you that are part of the team. If not, let's get a part of the team. So there you go, 5198.
Love that energy. It shows the network effect, the network effect to each holder. So, good to sweep your floor or whatever, but also, if you know somebody that would like one of these domains, give them a good deal, one single person, and bring them into the fold. And that always is helpful. So love that energy, man. Really, really love it.
Appreciate it. Thank you, my guy.
Thank you, fellas. Let's keep it moving to NFC verse. Go ahead, bro. And then we'll go to ENS Punks. And then Dr. F.
Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I just kind of touching on, what everybody's been saying about the ENS summer ending, or maybe not ending. I have a strong feeling about once the name wrapper comes out, what type of volume that may actually trigger, especially if it's working like it's supposed to, right? When you start to see maybe some of the builders out there who have clean domains, right? Starting to create those clean subdomains out there for people to pick up, off the marketplaces. That's going to be interesting to me. I think that automatically triggers a little bit more activity and volume for those individuals who are holding on to those parent or root domains that they're looking to build on. So I think that could be maybe a second phase of that ENS summer that we may have to look forward to.
Go ahead, Punks.
Yo, GM, hold up.
What's going on? Nice music, man.
Yeah, that's that want to be a baller. Dr. F, first things first, bro. You cannot say 10 more seconds, get off the mic, and then throw your hand up like it's all good, brother. But I got some serious stuff to talk about today. I'm going to get on my best, 2769 routine. So first things first, 3402 held it down last night. Round of applause for our queen. She's going to take over. Sorry, Kev. You are probably going to be displaced like the rest of us. Important shout out our guy, the thenftverse. The cats are taking over. You see me rocking this new PFP today, and it's because it's the closest thing I got. It's a tiger. It's Tigger. He's a tiger. Closest thing I got to a cat, But I got in my man's DMs. We are making it happen. It's going to be that special cat. So I'm fired up about that. Again, support your community. Reach out to my man. And I want to talk about the community a little bit. Before I do that, the addiction thing. The addiction is real. So you heard Kev talk about it. You heard Master talk about it. I got an addiction. I mean, shoot, as Master was talking, he said ENS players. And I jumped on that ENS vision. I'm like, ENS players.eth. I'm going to get it. Luckily, it was taken because your boy was looking at ENS players, ENS game.eth, and they were all taken, thank goodness, because your boy is going to be out on the streets trying to figure out how to live in his ENS metaverses soon, because I am just registering these things like nobody's business. But to get serious, yesterday I had the first ENS Punks advocacy space. I think it went well. I appreciate everybody coming out and supporting me. But it's not about me. It's about supporting the community. We got this real builder out there, Neiman. He is looking for funds from the DAO. And all you need to do is get in that DAO forum. That is the call to action right now. Do not leave this space. Just create your DAO account and support people, man. He is a real builder, just like the rest of us, right? He's got that kid. He's got those immigration issues. He's got those in real life problems, but he has given his all to us. If my man does not get funded and it's looking like it's going to go that direction, he's going to walk away. And that is a tremendous loss. I mean, my man literally built the ENS website search engine. My man literally built a bot that scrapes anytime a new website is created. It posts it automatically. This is how I get all that alpha. This is how I know every time Satoshi throws up a new website, I'm front running it. And it's like there's just not, look, we're here. We love Kev. We love Bull Ron. We love Master. And it's time to step up and organize, man. These people are doing it for free, but they don't have to. Again, there is a DAO. They hold what is called a community treasury. We are the community. The reality is the community is the treasury. And so it's like everybody needs to understand that. Everybody needs to support the builders. And Kev is a builder, right? He is building the community. Ron is a builder. Master is a builder. The queens are builders. Do not minimize what you're doing. 0095 is a builder. I feel bad for him because every time I come up in his space and start talking, he falls asleep on me. But he is building. Everybody is. You don't need to be doing the software. I'm going to make it happen. But it is disheartening to see, look, what my man Neiman is doing right now. If you have an ENS website, you know this. It costs gas. That's fine. Everything costs gas. But to update your website, it costs gas too. He has fixed that problem. So you just pay that gas the first time to attach your website to the ENS name, and then thereafter it is free. And the DAO is pushing back on my man. They're saying, oh, but Fleek already has a similar service. Well, here's the thing. The people who are pushing back on them, the official people of the DAO, they don't have ENS websites. They're not embracing it. Your boy here has probably 40 different ENS websites. I'm making them for other people now. I probably got 12 for the queens alone. I'm building them for the rest of you. Y'all just don't even know it yet. There may be only 24 hours in a day, but I'm learning to sleep faster to build for you guys. And we just want that support, man. Get in that DAO. Let them know. And that's all it is. We want this product. And look, just read it. Even if you don't support it, which I don't know why anybody wouldn't. There's going to come a time where I'm doing this for everybody. And it's going to start with the people who are doing the spaces because it is God's work. Without y'all, nothing, there is nothing else, right? ENS Vision, without that wouldn't have popped off. Without the community, none of this would be happening. And I know we're all doing it because of the love of the game and because we're passionate about it. But it does not need to make dollars to make sense. Again, the community is that treasury. And I'm going to, hopefully continue doing these advocacy things. So this is sort of my best 2769 deal to kind of, get on that soapbox and say, this is what y'all need to do. So that's the call to action. Much love. And I'm still doing these subdomains. Ron, I was in your DMs. I want that pirateflag.bullron.eth, and I'll give you that bull.ENSpunks.eth. During this space, I hooked my man up, the NFTverse. He's got that cat.ENSpunks.eth now. And if you want to know more, jump in my DMs. I got on the horn with 54, 59 last night, that queen. We did an exchange. It is fun. It is a good way to reach out, to talk to each other, to build those relationships. So for everybody else who's just making me subdomains and letting me know on Twitter, that's not what it's about. I don't want you to build me a subdomain. I want you to get in my DMs, and I want to negotiate with you. But really what that's about is connecting with you, learning who you are. I want you to learn who I am, the man behind the Tigger. And I'm going to have that NFT verse cat soon, and I'll be repping that too. So rep your community. Peace.
That is my official attorney. That guy's going to get me paid. So I stand behind him. You're welcome on every space, every stage. I have to finish negotiating with you, bro. My bad. I just get so busy these days. Oh man. But I'm gonna we're gonna get that done sometime soon. But let's keep it moving. It is Friday. I don't want this to be the longest space in the world. I kind of want to keep this thing brief today. 7147, the stage is yours.
Good morning, Kev. Thank you, ENSpunks, for the space you had with Asteroid's founder. I think we need to talk about utility more. I wanted to get permission to pin the space on Monday we will have with Gary Palmer, focused on ENS utility.
7147. I just want to say one thing. Anytime you come on the stage, you can pin whatever you want, bro. You don't gotta ask me no more. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I just pinned it. Also, talking about building, we had a space with Satoshi last night. It was amazing. He gave us the 4 easy steps to launching your own ENS decentralized censorship proof website. Talked about the differences between Web 2 and Web 3 websites, IPFS. It was packed with value. If you didn't listen to it, go ahead. It's recorded. We're gonna also upload them all on the podcast. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Let's talk about utility. It's not all about the prices. We gotta be patient. We heard it 100 times. We are really early. So if we're just looking so close at the price, it's just we're gonna go crazy. I think there's so much opportunity here for new careers to come up. We were talking yesterday about how there's gonna be agencies and consultants building websites for people because not everybody is technical, right? So if you learn those tools, if you learn how to use Fleek, IPFS, if you go to Estroid's Discord, learn about other alternatives, you will build skills for yourself and a career, right? So this is one way this utility, and then imagine all the other things that will be created on top of that we don't even know yet. Maybe you can create that. So yeah, if you missed the space yesterday, it's really easy to launch your own website. Really easy. It's easier than launching a Web 2 website, and it's free hosting, right? So I think you would appreciate a lot of the alpha, and then join us on Monday at 12 p.m. with Gary Palmer to talk about other ENS utility. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll keep it moving, Dr. F. Before you go, if you say 10 seconds, bro, you can't go on for another 2 minutes. You feel me? So I'm past your stage. Go ahead, brother.
Man, I'm living in another time bubble. Sorry for that. But 2769 hadn't the mic today. So, of course, it's his turn. I will wait.
2769. Go ahead, brother.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. F. Well, I'm hearing a lot of different things right now in terms of ENS summer is over. I spoke with Flossin. I was about to pull the trigger on a pretty significant ENS domain, but if these things are going to be happening, and I'm actually looking at housing prices and also the mortgage payments going on, there's a lot of drama going on there. So I am very, very unsure right now with what to do with ENS. I'm a big believer in it, but is this the time to buy or to wait and see if things go lower? At this point, I don't fucking know. I'm just trying to wait. I got a good stash. I'm happy with it, with liquidity, but fuck do I know. But I'm gonna give it a floss and see what he thinks.
I was just gonna make it quick because I am in the middle of cooking. I don't want to burn my bacon again like I did yesterday. Okay, Flossin's got to have his breakfast, or I'm hangry as shit. You don't want me hangry on the mic. But Bloomberg came out with a good article this morning about the real estate slowdown. A lot of research being done. Prices are starting to come down. Also, the 30-year mortgage had the biggest dip since 2008. And then also looking over at the Treasury market, the 2-year yield has actually surpassed the 10-year yield. That's a sign that's saying that we are in a recession. Again, this is the Not Financial Advice weather report. And the last thing, summertime for traditional equity markets, it's known that volume slows down because the hedge fund managers and other type of analysts, asset managers are on vacation. So that's why I said what I said. Do I believe ENS is dead? Hell no. I think we'll still see some big sells, but volume should slow down. You'll see more paper hands coming because they want liquid fast because this is an illiquid market. So just be prepared, have your grails that you want, and be ready to snipe.
And there we have it. Dr. F, the stage is yours, bro.
Yeah, I only want to add because I think we are all at the same point. For me personally, you have two choices right now. Go wrap some ETH to make some offers and wait for some paper hands, or go to your portfolio, take the best stuff out of it and build. Yeah, I will add something later because I love high conversation in that really much people are talking. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, this was the 10 seconds you was listening to.
Cool, y'all. It is Friday. It is Friday. I'm feeling good today. I'm ready for the weekend. So I think I'm going to end it here, to be honest. By the way, this is the ENS Morning Show. We do this show every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. to about 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to end the show a little bit earlier today because the weekend's coming up and I'm ready just to kind of get started for that. But before we call this thing a day, I'm going to go over and pass it to the co-host and Ron, Master. Any final words you guys want to get off to the community?
Yeah, look, ENS is kind of like an old school stagecoach ride, right? A lot of bumps, a lot of bouncing around. Every now and again, you hit a flat spot, and you have a nice ride. But it's funny. I mean, and one of the things on the ENS Queens call last night, I heard a lot of people worried they weren't getting bids. I've sold. I think I've really only ever sold one. It was a 4-digit. And I flipped a few. I had some 3-digit Chinese that I decided I was too heavy on, and I sold them for like really cheap. But I've never really had made a legitimate sale, and I really don't plan on it between 1 to 5 years. So I think you have to buckle in for the long term. This is a marathon death march, and not even a marathon. It's a death march. It's a multi-year death march, and that's what it is. So if you just don't worry about it. If we properly allocate our minds and our resources and just think long term, just like Bitcoin or anything else, right? I mean, who now believes that if they buy Bitcoin and Ethereum at this price, it's not going to be worth more in 5 years? So I think we all need to realize we're early. Now it could happen fast. We've seen it. We've seen some crazy stuff that I certainly wasn't expecting. And Master's, been here 5 years, and he's probably shocked at some of the stuff that's happened over the last 3 months. But it's a long-term siege, right? We're in the last man standing. That's who's going to make all the money and be sitting on the yacht, toes in the sand, enjoying himself. So just look long-term, prepare accordingly, and that's just in general. The market sucks. The real estate market's going to suck. Everything sucks. It's going to suck for the next 6 to 18 months minimum. So just deal with it. Be ready. Don't have any expectations of spending money. Spend less than you make, and be like Kevin said. Kevin, he thinks about it. He finds something. He researches it. Then he thinks about it before he pulls the trigger. Right? Have a thesis. Me personally, I'm thinking more username. I'm thinking that. So my bar isn't as high as what Master's doing. I'm going to get there. I'm going to eventually start bidding on some names and some grails and things like that. Right now, I'm thinking usernames. So I think of funny things that someone might want. Last two I minted was ENS Fever and Backseat Driver, right? I think someone might want those. Great. If not, no big deal. But I'm thinking more users, so my bar isn't that high. But I'm thinking long term. Also, every penny I put in ENS, if it goes away, Ethereum crashes, someone comes out with something better, it's not going to change my life. So anyway, that's my. But I'm optimistic. I haven't. So I'm not even thinking about the next week or two or month or two. So I don't care if it's ENS summer or not. I just need it to happen sometime in the next 5 years. So.
ENS is not a summer, man. ENS at least is a decade. It's an era, it's a century. It will be the next generation of the Web3. It will change the behavior of whatever we are doing right now. Stay on a laptop with a browser, everything will change. And ENS as an investment, ENS is also a lottery that we are all telling you what is the number of the winning ticket. But the due date, the announcement is like 2 to 3 years later. We know we will win the lottery for the big times, and we know that the number is correct. We just need to be patient enough to wait till that happening. And right now, I'm telling you, a lot of times yet, ENS is not only for wallet address association. More importantly, it is for DWeb. It is for Web3. And very few of you really feel and experience what a DWeb is. But in the next 1 to 2 or even 3 years, more and more DWebs is going out because they are so useful in this world that the censorship and Donald Trump get banned. Lots of people cannot publish whatever they want, and government blocks them and DDoS attack. But once everything is on IPFS plus ENS plus smart contract, then there is no database for any hacker to attack. There is no IP address for government to ban. And this is a free world that we are all longing to. Although it's a bit early, that's why the lottery announcement will be after 2 to 3 years, maybe longer, but we know we will be there, right? So yeah, keep that in mind. We are all going to make it. I will keep you posted regarding my red letter project because this is one of the super cool DWeb using the .eth domain and with all the the helping people to mint a super moment of themselves. And stay tuned. We will have more exciting plans regarding letting user freely mint the red letter subdomain. And early come early serve, we will open for free registration for like 3 lanes of the subdomains. Yeah, keep in touch, and yeah, hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks.
Yeah, definitely, man. I wish you all a phenomenal weekend. Have fun, be safe, most importantly, and hope to see you all at the ENS happy hour tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. And most importantly, give the speakers, the host, a follow. All the speakers bring something different to the ENS community. Look at the person to the left and to the right of you. That's who you're building this community with. Go ahead and give them a follow as well. And with that being said,